Biodiversity in Africa has to start with myself. Africans should be the first to take a stance in wildlife management. They need to go to the other side.
For me to come here on my own, it is something that I can't even imagine. But I just thank God that the people that are there helping us and the one that sponsored me to come and study here really did a good thing, because they have educated the whole nation. I'm going to take this knowledge and I will use it there, back to my country.
There are so many things that we are learning, and not only writing them on the books, but also doing them on the ground, practically.
The opportunity to study at Southern African Wildlife College is really valued. We go every year to visit the guys on the ground at their workplaces, and we see just how much of a difference this has made in the lives of people.
I think for us, one of the greatest success stories is the fact that about 80% of the students going through the college remain in the employment of conservation organizations and are being promoted within 3 years of actually receiving the training.
What we're really hoping for is to create a nice networked environment of conservators who all have the Southern African Wildlife College as a common ground, and that they can then start cooperating and working even across boundaries, particularly in transfrontier conservation areas.
Every year, the Southern African Wildlife College Trust awards a number of scholarships for academic excellence, as well as bursaries to our wildlife area management students. If it wasn't for donors such as Emirates, a Greener Tomorrow initiative, this trust would not continue to grow. If it continues to grow, more and more scholarships get awarded to conservation students.
We have come to learn a lot of different things from different countries. We are learning different cultures of our friends. We exchange a lot of ideas, what they do in their country. We take it to Zambia as well. And they also learn something from us and take it to their country.
When you select people from the stakeholder communities which are right adjacent to these wildlife areas, you start to get a buy-in that is much more sustainable.
Not only does that student learn about conservation values and ethics, but they also have such a positive impact in their community, in wildlife conservation, in anti-poaching, in the whole wildlife economy, and understanding the value of wildlife and keeping it alive for them and their future within their communities.
When I go home, I'll be a very different person. I'll be able to involve the community in everyday dealings of conservation. I want to work with them to see that we need to work together as a group to conserve our natural resources.
My dream and goal for the future is to go back to Zimbabwe with the skills and knowledge acquired from this college and be a leader with the results on the ground, so that people all over the world will see what this college does.
I will inspire my colleagues who are there the same way I was inspired by those who came here before me.